Today I'm going to show you how to install and finish Mercy for Breath. The first step is to go to this download page on GameJolt. You can just search this on GameJolt. GameJolt will go to this link that'll be in the description and download this 5 GB file here. Once that's finished, you'll have something that looks like this. If you don't have WinRAR installed, it'll look a bit different, but it'll say .zip at the end. You have to right click and extract here if you have WinRAR, but if you don't have WinRAR, there should be just something called that says what would it be? Extract. There should something that just press any button that says extract, okay, and then you'll get this. To run it, just open it up and double click. And then the game should look like this. First, I recommend going through the settings and changing them until you have at least like 70 frames per second in the main menu. If you have an NVIDIA GPU, you can just hold Alt and press R to see your frames, but I don't have that enabled right now. Your continue button won't, you won't be able to press continue if this is your first time playing the game. One thing I should preface is that there is a hints document here that you can download, which kind of defeats the purpose of this video, but I know some people still struggle even after reading this. Here they are here. So you can read through those if you want. They're useful if you forget any controls or something like that. Okay. Oh yeah, one thing I do have to say is I recommend turning on VSync, because there are some scenes in this game that cause a lot of screen tearing. Sort of like the Half-Life intro. Alrighty. New game. Alrighty. So, first thing you want to do is just explore around here, but I'll just show you exactly what to do.
I'm gonna need a flashlight before I go in there.
So, there's a vent there, which is how we progress the game, but we need to find a flashlight upstairs. Sorry for the lag. Press 1 to toggle. Very good, and you can read this if you want. It's just a bit of lore. WASD to move, and E to interact, and shift to sprint, by the way. That's in the instructions. So, after you grab the flashlight, you scroll through the vent. Okay, this is where people struggle. I will just show you the exact path to go through, but if you don't want me to show you the path, just read these notes on the floor. This first one here is different to all the others, it just tells you the general hint. So you have to find the trail of notes. I recommend turning left, because it's a little bit faster. This way. The notes will either say this way or not this way. And if you accidentally miss one, you might get trapped in a big circle of don't go this way. And, you know, one of the commenters on the game page had that issue. Just go through here. What does this one say? Do not go this way. This way should be fine. You can hear the fan silo to my left, which means I'm getting close. And if you haven't seen any notes in a little while, that means you're going the right way. If you're up to this point. Go. The reason this part is so long is there is a planned like chase scene in this map in the events, but I just didn't get around to doing it for the beta. Okay, once you're here, you're pretty much done. But first, you have to go between the fan silos. There's a vent that's perpendicular. You just go down here. And try and get to the exit here. Alrighty. Okay, one thing I should tell you now is I accidentally left a thing here, which is when you hold tab it brings up the inventory. If this is stuck on your screen, you just press tab and it should go away. I totally forgot I left that in there. Do the settings work? Nope. I also forgot the settings, but you just can go to the menu to change them. If you're not lagging here, you probably won't lag for the rest of the game, so yeah. I'll tell you when the game saves, so you can safely go to the menu and change your settings. This should be in a few minutes. For this train scene, you can just wait around, nothing really happens. Goodness, there's a lot of stuff I roadmapped that I just didn't get around to doing. Those footsteps you hear on the roof were going to be part of a little mini game on the train, but I just scrapped it for now. I might add it into full version. Oh no, we're gonna die. Alrighty, yeah. There used to be fire here, but I got rid of it because the frame rate was atrocious. Because it was like fully volumetric and whatnot. I'll switch it out later. This is a forest scene I spent like a year working on. No big deal. Alrighty.
Is that Bonnie?
Okay. I'm not going to show you any of the Easter eggs. I'll just blast through the game. To start the night, you just walk up to this door, and it should close on its own, and then there should be a phone call.
Hi. I was just there.
You can listen to that if you want, but If you did, you probably wouldn't be watching this video. Make sure to pick up the laptop. It says the controls. Press C to open it, and then use the arrow keys, the up and down arrows, to switch the cameras. This will be important a little bit later. You can read this if you want some lore. Actually, no. This is important. You have to get to hour 2/night 2. You have to go to the parts and service. Okay. First thing you should know is that the night hasn't started quite yet. We have to find the office. One thing I have noticed is that people struggle to find the office. This is the kitchen. And here's the power lever. You can't turn it off, but you can turn it back on whenever Freddy turns it off, which I'll show you later. This is the kitchen closet. Never go in here. It's so stupid. It was a bit of an exploit to just camp in here and wait for Freddy to turn the power off and then run out and then go back in. It was a bit of an exploit, so I patched it by making it so that if you stay in here too long, Freddy will just kill you no matter what. Sort of like the bathroom with Creepy Nights at Freddy's. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend staying in there. It's a bit dangerous. One good hiding spot is right here though, if Freddy doesn't catch you. But oh well. He usually does. This is the playground. Nothing special here yet. This door's locked. That's the loading bay door. Here's Freddy on stage, and that's parts and service behind him. So go around here. Parts and service door is locked. And this is the office door here. The arcade. And when you walk in here, hour 1 starts. You can read this if you want, but if you're here, you probably didn't read these. But honestly, it is missing a lot. The game is missing a lot of instructions right now, which is why I'm making this video. So those big loud thumps are Freddy. If you've been reading, you'll know that to hide from Freddy, you have to find a room with a chest in it, and then turn the light off in that room, and then jump in the chest. And then you can use the A and D keys to look around inside the chest. Obviously E to get in and out of it. Okay, that's Freddy turning the power off. So now we can't use the cameras. So, oh, I never noticed that was a thing. To get to the kitchen, it's strongly recommended to have stereo headphones so you know what direction sounds are coming from. Otherwise you'll have no idea where Freddy is and you'll get killed every time trying to go into the kitchen. So always make sure you have some decent headphones plugged in. Otherwise this hour will be very difficult. Right, there he is. Alright. Okay, he's walking away. He can't see your flashlight or hear you, so don't worry about that. You just follow him around until he leaves. Oh no, he's going in the kitchen. Good time to sneak behind him. He's going in the closet. This room here is also a good hiding spot because it's close to the power. So you can turn this light off and hide in this chest here. Okay, so now I've got to gloss over the objective for tonight. Oh, Freddy turned the power back off. Goodness sakes, that's bad timing. Just hop in the chest. Okay, he's gone by. Alrighty. So the objective for tonight is to look on the cameras and try and find the endoskeleton. As you can see here, he's really obvious. You just stare at him for a while, and then he'll scream and leave. And you got to do that about 6 times. And then by that point he'll be very angry and he'll he'll storm into parts and service. Freddy sees me right now. If he chases you for a certain amount of time, he will start sprinting towards you, even if the power's on, just like that. Don't worry, he won't open chests to kill you, unless if a few conditions are met. I can't explain them right now. So, gotta find the endoskeleton. So this that's the general gameplay loop. Just get Freddy to go away and then turn the power back on and look for the endo. Here, the endo should appear every 30 seconds, just about, after you stare at him. Another good hint is that if Freddy chases you, it delays the time it takes for him to turn the power off. So now that I've done that, he won't turn the power off for another like minute or two. So yeah, this hour is pretty easy. It's just kind of difficult to figure things out. And one thing I do want to show you, oh, I can't show you that, but the endo does actually appear on the camera, so you can like actually see him hanging off the camera. But I'll show you that later, if he appears in this room. This is actually a goated strategy. I don't know why he keeps trying to go into the loading bay over there. It was actually kind of broken. One thing I haven't told you yet is that if the power is off, Freddy will always run to chase after you. So definitely make sure the power is on. Otherwise you will definitely die if he sees you. Okay, I think this is some bad news. Yeah, Freddy's gonna turn the power off. Uh-oh. Okay, yeah. Shouldn't risk that. If he sees me, I'll be dead. He runs so fast. He's going back to the loading bay again. I don't know why he likes that room so much. I might have to fix the navigation, make it dynamic or something. Yeah, he keeps trying to go into the locked door. That is a mistake on my part. There we go. There we go. So you get this little cutscene of parts and service opening. There was going to be, the endo was going to be like fully animated, like going into the room. That might be a bit of a problem. So when hour 1 ends, Freddy just kind of stops, I think. And that could be really bad if he's like blocking a doorway or something. But it's not too bad because there's a save point at the start of the hour, but it's a bit annoying. I might make him like... I might make it so you can like either walk through him or he like disappears or something while the cutscene is happening. I might just make him teleport back to stage. Yeah, as you can see, when Freddy sees you, he will like look at you. But he won't always walk up, he won't always chase you if he sees you, which is a bit creepy. Anyways, let's go start hour 2. So the loading bay key should be in here. As you can see, the endo is he's not happy with you. So here's the key. There's two doors to the loading bays, this one and the one in the playground. So this is where hour 2 is. That's... Canonically it's the same endo, but it is a different one. The instructions for this guy is to just don't look away from him for too long. Oh goodness, my game's lagging really bad. I think I'm running out of VRAM. Anyways. So you can read this if you want, but the general objective for this night is to first start the night. There's another save point here. So as soon as you overlap with this, it saves. So, the general objective is to keep the light on for as long as possible to not anger the endo, but to also turn it off when Freddy walks in here so he doesn't kill you when you jump in the chest. And all you have to do is use the lathe for as long as possible to generate smoke and open the emergency garage doors. E to interact and then S to get out of the lathe. So you have to do this for about 200 seconds, I'm not sure. But you'll hear beeps whenever it stops happening. So yeah, whenever I look away from the endo, he starts walking towards me. So I just have to give him the death stare. Okay, I hear Freddy, now I have to go turn off the light and jump in the chest. He won't chase after you until he's in the room. So he sees me, he's seen me, but he won't chase after me because he wasn't in the room yet when he saw me. So as soon as he gets in that hallway, I can jump out. But I can't leave the light off too long, otherwise the endo will turn it on. He won't kill you for it, but he will turn it on. And that could be really inconvenient if Freddy is in the room. You can cheese it by like looking at the lathe and the endo at the same time. But it doesn't always work. Like, if you don't want to have to deal with the stress, you can do this. But it's not intended. This is not intended to be playing like this. It's not intended for it to be done like this. That's what I mean. So yeah, there's a first beep. You should hear 4 beeps when you're about to finish. Okay. Ooh, you gotta be really quick with this, by the way. Freddy will get you. As soon as you hear Freddy's footstep, it's straight to the light switch and into the chest. There's like maybe at most like a second to spare. Yeah, I'm just doing it like this for the sake of the video. I don't want to die and have to like redo something. That would be very bad. No! Oh, I might die. No! Ah, damn it, I was too slow. I missed the S key. I'll miss you. I'll get back when I am, like, back to where I was. Oh, goodness. Pause. Okay, I'm back to the 3rd beep. So I should almost be finished. About like a minute left to go. If you've died a couple times on this hour, that's fine. You're not meant to get it first try. We can, but it's not very fun if you like don't see any of the jump scares. Ooh. Okay, yeah, the endo hasn't moved very much because I've been cheesing it the whole time. So, like, the way the endo work is sort of like Chica on the Joy Creation Reborn, but he's a little slower. He's not as aggressive as Chica. You can look at him less and he moves a little bit slower, but the less you look at him, he gets really fast if you don't look at him very much. He can like teleport across the whole like pizzeria. Oh yeah, one thing I should tell you, I don't know if you would have tried this yet, but do not try and exit the loading bay. You will get killed by Freddy instantly. No, not instantly, but he will make it fast and scary. Okay. I should get the loading bay on this attempt here. There we are. So that's just a cool little animation I made. Uh-oh. The door just opened. I have no idea what that was. That's just a little animation I made. I thought it was pretty cool. It's a bit of like a psychological horror thing. But now you do have to be careful of the endo still, I think. But Freddy is fine. He should be gone. Like, he should be in either stage or parts and service. I don't know where he is right now. So now that hour 2 is finished, the demo is technically completed. All you have to do is go back. Oh yeah, that door sound effect was this one opening back up. And you have to... Yeah, the endo gets really fast, I told you. You have to just go back up to him again. And then... I think... Yeah, here we are. There you go. Thank you for playing the demo. I have no recollection of making this, by the way. Extras menu. Oh my goodness, I've totally forgot I made this. I won't show you the extras. I'm gonna encourage you to finish the game. And I hope you have fun. Thank you for watching.